In this video, we're going to do more examples of subtracting integers with chips, but when the problems are a little bit more complicated. So in the last examples, we had the chips available to take away and put in the takeaway bin. In these examples, we're going to see that we're not always going to have enough chips to take away, and we're going to need to account for that. So let's just start. This is by writing the minuend in the subtrahend, and then we're going to go to the site. So this is 3 minus 5. And notice they're both positive. Let's use black. So we have 3 chips, and we want to take away 5 positive chips. So you may already see the problem. We have 3 positive chips. We want to take away 5 positive chips, but we don't have enough chips to take away. So let's see how we'll account for this. So I am going to start by putting my 3 positive chips. Now I want to take away 5 positive chips, but I only have 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag these pairs. So there's one pair. And remember, adding this to this doesn't change the value. This still has the value of 3 because these two would cancel each other out. I'm just using these pairs of chips so I can have 5 positive chips to take away. So notice I added these 2 pairs and I see that there's 5 chips to take away. So I'm good to go. Now I'm going to put them in the takeaway bin. The 5 positive chips. And once I've done this, I see my result is -2. So let's go back and see how we'll represent this on paper. So we started with our 3 positive chips, and then remember we added 2 plus minus pairs. So this is still equivalent to 3 because these would cancel if I needed them to, but now I have 5 positive chips to take away. So I'm going to highlight the 5 positive chips I'm taking away, and the simplified difference is the result, which is 2 negative chips. So our equation is 3 minus 5 equals -2. Let's look at some more problems. Here we have 5 minus -3. So again, this is our subtraction symbol. The 5 is positive and the 3 is negative. So let's set up our minuend and subtrahend. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positive chips, and 1, 2, 3 negative chips. So again, you may see the problem. We want to take away 3 negative chips from this, but notice there aren't any negative chips. So let's see how we can account for this using chip pairs. And we'll go to the website to do so. So here I have 5 minus -3. So I'm going to start with my 5. And now I'm going to click continue. And now I want to take away -3. So I'm going to drag pairs of plus or minus chips until I have 3 negative chips to take away. So there's 1 pair, 2 pairs, 3 pairs. Notice this still equals 5 because these would really cancel each other out. But now I have 3 negative chips to take away. So I just dragged as many as I needed to take away the chips I want to take away. Now I'm going to drag the 3 negative chips into the takeaway bin. And the result is 8 positive chips. So now let's represent that on paper. So we had 2, 3, 4, 5 positive chips. We added 3 positive negative pairs. And then we took away the 3 negative chips. And our result is a total of 8 positive chips. So our equation is 5 minus -3 equals +8, or just 8. Let's look, we have one more. So this is negative 5 minus 3. So notice this is a subtraction symbol. The 3 is positive and the 5 is negative. So let's start setting this up. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 negative chips, and we want to take away 3 positive chips. And again, there's not going to be any positive chips to take away, so we're going to have to add chip pairs. So let's go to the website to set this up. So here we have negative 5 minus 3. So let's start by representing our first number. We have negative 5 chips. And we want to take away 3 positive chips. So we don't have that, so we're going to drag enough pairs. So we'll have 3 positive chips to take away. And now we're going to take those 3 positive chips and put them in the takeaway bin. And notice our result is 8 negative chips. So let's go back and write this on paper. So we started with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 negative chips. Then we added 3 plus or minus pairs. So we would have 3 positive chips to take away. Then we took away the 3 positive chips. And our result was 8 negative chips. So our final math equation would be negative 5 minus 3 equals negative 8. And we're done, but let's just take a moment to see the symmetry here. So notice the absolute value of these match up, meaning there's 5 positive, here there's 5 negative, here there's 3 negative, here there's 3 positive. Notice how similar these are. It's just the sign of the chips that differ. Okay? And the same with the results. So this is really basically the same structure. When you're taking away a number with an opposite sign, it's equivalent, and we're going to see this, to adding a number with the opposite sign of what we're given. So here, when we took away negative 3, that was equivalent to adding 3 positive chips. Here, when we took away positive 3, that was equivalent to adding these 3 negative chips. And this is going to be true in general, and we're going to use this fact to make our computations easier in the future.